Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to solve this Power Query challenge, and this is a really good challenge, and you should practice this. So you need to click on this to get the file. I'm going to open this. Now, the problem is that we need to generate basically this quarter counts, but there is one condition: this out quarter is greater than in quarter. And that's only the condition, and we need to go up to previous quarter of this last date, so I mean outer quarter. So Q4, we need Q3. So let's get this data. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And if you press Alt F12, then it's basically open Power Query editor, but press Ctrl Alt APT to get this data into Power Query. Now basically what we will do, that if you check this number, that Y2020 Q2 and this Q1, so this is a valid data because this quarter is greater than this in quarter because it's different year. So we need to transform these things. So basically I will create a functions to convert these dates, I mean this text, to a proper date. So let's just create a new query and blank query. Now I'll just grab this text here. So this is going to be like this. So this is source as the first step name. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to get this year and then month value. So if you like this advanced editor, I can show in this one. So this is our date text. Now we need to get this year value, so that will be text dot middle. So text is this date text, and start will be at 1 and count is 4. Month value, and this is going to be, we need to find the quarter, so that will be text dot end is this one. Date text is my text, 1 characters. So this is quarter. So if I see up to this part, you can see, so the output will be this one. Okay, so this is date text, this is year value 2020, and this is month value. Basically we are getting the quarter. So what I'll do, I need to say, okay, this is my quarter, multiply this with 3 and subtract 2. So basically the first quarter, so 1 into 3, that means 3 minus 2, that means 1, the first month. But if I do this, you can see that we cannot apply operator to type text and number. So when we are doing this text dot and, it's considering this part as a text, and it cannot multiply text and number. So what we need to do, we need to just say, okay, number dot from, or we could say value dot from here. So number will work as well. Now if I do this, then this error is gone, right? So this is quarter 2, so that means the 4th month is the starting month. So that's good option. Now we need to convert this year to a number as well. So we can say number dot from, and this is that year. So we get this year value, we get this month value, and this is our date text. So what I'll do, I'll just say, okay, find these dates. So basically that is this date function. We need to pass the year and then month and then date. So at the start of this month, so 1/4/2022. So this is our dates, right? So we can just say start date. You can put any name you want. So this is our first function that convert this quarter text to a date. Now I'll just make this as a parameter of this function, so as text, and then this. So this is find start date. Okay, now we need to find all the quarter between these two dates. Okay, and for that I'll pick this number because this is like an outlier, so I'll pick this two number. Now I'll create another queries, so blank query, and this is going to be so in quarter, and that is y2020 q2. Okay, and then out quarter, this is y2022 q1. Now what I'll do, I'll just find this start date. So start date is, I can use find start date, I can pass in quarter, I can find end date, and I can say find start date out quarter. Now I need to grab the previous quarter of this out quarter text, so I can say date dot add quarters. So in that case, this is my date and this is my quarter, so we're just subtracting one quarter. Now if I see up to this part, source was recognized, so let me just grab this. So this is my in quarter text, this is my out quarter text, this is my start date 1/4/2022, this is my end date. Now I need to find all the dates between these two dates, so I can just say quarters, or I can say dates between two dates. Now I can just say number.from, and that is going my start date, and dot from, this is my end date. Now let's see if I check this one, it does. So we get all the dates between these two dates. Now I'll do a list modification, so list dot transform, so these are my dates, so you can say each date dot from. So it will convert this into a proper date instead of value. Now I'll do one more modification, or I can create another function to get quarter text from the states, reverse of this one. But let's try this one, that list dot transform, so this is my outer list each, and then void text and text dot from. Come on, this intelligences. So we need to find the year, so date dot year, and this is my year, date, and this is my text dot from, and then quarter, and you can say date, and again text dot from, date dot quarter of year, so that is going to be this one. Let's try this. So we get y2020 q2, and this is duplicates, so what I can do, list dot listing, so that is this one, to grab all the quarter between these two dates. Now let's rename this properly. So this quarter list, and this is our output. So find quarters. Now I can find quarters, so I need to convert this into a function. So what I will do, just say in quarter this one as text, and out quarter as text as list, and let's make this common. So I'm keeping this so that we can do debugging later on. Now I can just say, okay, invoke custom function, get this find quarters, in quarter is in quarter, and out quarter is column name is out quarters. So new column name, that is going to be my quarters. So we get this. I don't need other columns, so I can just say remove other column, expand to new rows, remove nulls entries, and do a group by. So this is okay, count rows, that's okay. So this is our final output. Let me dump this output, existing worksheet, go into this, dump this here. Okay, now we get this output, quarter and count. I'll just match if it's exactly the same data or not. So let's write this x lookup, find this value in this quarters and get this as an output. Now match this one with this one, true, so while true. So that means these are our expected output result. So that's the Power Query solution. Now I have one bonus technique for all of my audience, is that how can we combine all of this into a single query. Okay, so in that case what we need to do, we need to get this find started function. So let's duplicate this. In that case we should try to make smaller function, but let's see. So this is my find start date function, this one, and let's see. So if you see this one, this is a function definition, and now you can say find quarters, right? So that is this one. Go into this. Where is that function definition? Oh, in this table 1. Okay, and this is my other function, that is find quarters, I guess. Oh, let's see. A better approach is keep all of these in different queries. Now let's see this, change the name. Let's see in this one if it's changing this, so we get the expected output. So this is how we can combine all of this into a single one. So that's it for this video. If you like my video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for coming. Thank you for watching.